Hello fellow Sudokans, welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday the 2nd of November 2025. It's evening time here in Bangkok. You might have thought that I wasn't coming back to play a second game today because it's much later than I normally play. Maybe 8 hours later than I normally play, or more, 10 hours maybe. But I am here. You can't keep me away. Can't keep a person away from Sudoku. I'll be getting on with the game in a minute. I hope I will. I've gone deaf in one ear. This happened about 20 minutes ago, something like that. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I haven't been swimming, but it feels like I've been swimming. I've got water in my ear. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it will clear itself soon, so I'll be able to hold my head straight. I'm holding my head at an angle at the moment to try and clear it. What's going on? There's an article in The Guardian looking at the inquiry into police undercover agents that from London, from the UK, I should say, about their problems with Stephen Lawrence. Stephen Lawrence, a black man that was murdered by racists a long time ago, decades ago, and the inquiry is looking also into how they spied on the family. The family were calling, the family knew that he was murdered by racists, and the police were humming and hawing about it and denying all kinds of things. And instead of investigating and trying to arrest the racist murderers, they were investigating the family that were calling for justice. And if the police need to move along, move on in time. I mean, when yes, mistakes have been made. Societies change over time. We understand there was a lot of racism in the past. It ought to have changed by now, and it's what we need is proper reassurance that this kind of stuff can't happen again. I think that's the really important thing, as well as investigating what happened in the past. That something happens about it. There were some awful racist quotes in the article as well. Anyway, you can read a bit more about that yourself. Now let's try and clear my ear, which is not clearing, but anyway, I'll get on with the game. So this is the New York Times hard level Sudoku puzzle for Sunday. Let's get myself a 7 there. How do you clear your ear? Okay, we've got 9 blocking across here. I'm speaking, I can hear myself on one side. It's quite weird. I'm trying to yawn. That didn't work. I thought yawning might help. Didn't. You might be able to hear my cat complaining. Just let him complain there for a little while. It's Sunday, so as usual I've been doing my cat cleaning duties. I can't see any 6s. I think we are 6-less. Oh dear. Can't see any 6s on the grid. I believe we are out of 6s. But I found a pair, 3 and 8 across there, 3 and 8 down there. That's a pair of 3 and 8 in those squares. So 6s in one of these squares. 6, 4, 5, 6, I guess. 4 and 5 are down here, then that's got to be a 6. 4 and 5 in these squares here. So 4 blocking up there, 4 blocking up there, 4 blocking across there. There's our 4. 4 blocking across there, across there. Three and 8 block up here. That puts 3 and 8 into those squares and leaves me with another 6 there. So we've got a couple of 6s now already. And in fact, we've got the 8 blocking here. So there's the 8 and there's the 3. 8 blocks down here, 8 blocks up there. Excuse me, 8 blocks across there. 3 blocks across here. As I said, 3 is in one of these squares, right? We've got the 3 blocking down there, so that blocks off those. 3 blocking down there, there's our 3. 3 across here and up there. 3's been a good number to us. Thank you for your hard work, digit 3. You haven't quite finished, but you've done a good job. Nine blocks up here, so 9 is in one of these two squares blocking across here, and 9 blocking up there gives us 9. One blocking up here, so 1 in one of these two squares blocking across, and a 1 down here. There's 1. 1's down and across there. Four blocking those two squares, 4 blocking this square, so in that column there's our 4. 7 across here, 7 across there. 5 blocking this square, there's a 5, this will be a 2. 2 blocking up here, so 2 in one of those two squares there blocking across, 2 up here, 2 up there. 2 there. 4 blocking down there, there's our 4, 4 across here, 4 down there and down there, there's our 4, 5 blocking down here and there, there's our 5. 5 and 2 blocking across here. That's 5 and 2 there. This has to be our 6. 6 blocking here. There's the 6. This is 8. No completed digits yet. Four blocking down here, 4 blocking up there. There's our 4. 4 this way, that way, down there. Seven blocking this square and this square, so in this row there's our 7. 7 across here, across there, up there. 7 blocking like this. 7 across there, 7 up there. 4 and 7 are now completed digits. 8 across here, across there, up there. One blocking this square. There's our 1 across here. 1 down here, 1 up there. 1, 1, 1. This is an 8. 8 blocking to the bottom. So this has been a very straightforward game, isn't it? I'm using the past tense because actually the present perfect tense, but I'm using the past idea because the game is finished. There's no space for a logical problem, necessary at the end. There's no room, not enough room to give us a logic problem here. So the game is over. 2 blocking up. 5 in here. 5 blocking there. There's a 5 missing digit here. 6. So even though we started with a digit missing, it really didn't affect much because we found the digit fairly early. That's a 9. 6. 6 across there. 6 there. 9 there. Still need a 9 there. 9 blocks up there. There's a 9. And 8 finishes the game. So really straightforward game there from the New York Times. Much easier than of late, where it's been quite tough. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye bye.